When I first started talking about this topic about 12 years ago, when I did my first presentation, this was the first image I sourced on the internet. It was a stock image, so I don't know who this person is. But to me, this is the image of chronic pain. And let me tell you why. So, yes, obviously you can see there's a certain amount of pain in this person's eyes, but there's more than that. There's a fatigue. There's sort of like a rawness. And chronic pain is very much like, imagine doing a long distance run and twisting your ankle, like your first step. And it's not bad enough to stop because you've trained a long time for this race. So you keep on going. And it's always there. Every time you step, it's there. And sometimes, your adrenaline gets up, you can ignore it. Again, it's not something that's just hugely painful all at once. It's just that little pain wearing you down, wearing you down, wearing you down, so that by the time you're near the end of your run, you're exhausted. So what I've realized myself in terms of having a pain-related disability is managing my energy is really important. I'm actually feeling really lucky right now because sometimes what I do when I get tired is I lose my words, which is really bad for a speaker. But I've realized that part of that is just through the course of the day, dealing with the pain and dealing with the pain, eventually you reach a point where if you get tired, the mask starts to slip. And the mask is really important because a lot of people who are in pain don't actually show it. Because, nobody wants to go around intentionally being grumpy all the time. So we pretend everything is fine. I have no pains in my knees. And this brings misunderstandings, right? So people with chronic pain are sometimes labeled grumpy. And sometimes they are. But if you think particularly of people that you may work with, that sometimes you speak with them and they're really cool and you like talking with them. And then there's other times where they're very short with you and they're very curt and they kind of seem like a jerk or they're a little bit grumpy. That person may be dealing with chronic pain. And they may be at the point where that mask of civility that they have on their face all day, they just don't have the energy to keep that up.